Good morning, fellow Biafrans. Good morning, lovers of freedom. Good morning, friends of Biafra. Once again, my name is Mazi Obaleze Chukwubikem. I just want to speak to my brothers and sisters this morning. It is very, very important that I speak to you. Very, very, very important. A lot of issues is on the line. Many things are happening. But this morning, as I couldn't sleep last night, I decided that I'm going to talk to us this morning, having considered a lot of issues going on the ground. And I want to reveal something to you, Biafrans, this early morning. I will still go ahead and host a program by 9:30 a.m. this morning as it is hot. But this particular information that I want to push out right now is very, very important that each and every one of you that hear it should share it and put it into consideration. As you can see, the restoration of Biafra project is not a child's play. It is not carnal. It is more spiritual than carnal, than physical. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, fellow Biafrans, my brothers from the west, from the coastal region, and those my brothers from the hinterland, I am speaking to you this morning from the depth of my heart to reveal something that is very, very important to each and every one of you. The intel that we are gathering is saying that the politicians in Biafra land have gathered. They are spending money. They are pushing out millions. They are trying to use people to put confusion, to scatter IPOB, to dismember IPOB, to make a lot of IPOB members to stop believing in the struggle for Biafra. Because federal government have shared this money to each state government, asking them to do their own job against 2023. 2023 is the year that people are looking up to know if Nigeria will still remain one as a nation or not, because a lot of issue is already on the ground. Biafra is here to stay. Oduduwa is already asking for their freedom. Remember what Gowon said. Gowon said that if he had known that Igbo people likes money, that he wouldn't go to war with them. Gowon made it open that Igbo people love money, that he should have used money to fight Ojukwu using his own people. Because of this, my brothers and my sisters, I want all of you to know that Biafra is not of Igbo. Biafra comprises all the people from Old Eastern region and beyond. From Idu land, which they call Edo State, to the mountains of Cameroon, the place they call Bakassi Peninsula, where they have ceded to the Cameroon, because Cameroon government gave Nigeria military a space to enter Biafra land and massacre us in 1967 to 1970. Therefore, the price to pay for this was to give them that land full of milk and honey, known as Bakassi. If you go to Bakassi today, 95% of people living in Bakassi are Biafrans. The remaining 5 are those English-speaking Cameroonians, which are the Ambazonians. Therefore, that land belongs to us. The government of Nigeria have spent money. They are sharing money They have budgeted money. 600 and something million was budgeted for this project. What you see happening in IPOB now is exactly what that money is playing out. And they are using only one man from the top to bring it down to the bottom. My brothers and my sisters, are you going to allow this to happen to us? What happened to our brothers and sisters that have died in the struggle for Biafra restoration? I remember there are a lot of people, when they are dying, they say, get us Biafra. So many of my fellow comrades that died of bullet wounds, the last word they used to say is to make sure that we fight on and get Biafra restored. These people fight gallantly to restore a nation which our ancestors left for us. They died fighting for Biafra restoration. They never died for any other thing. They did not die because they want one Nigeria. They did not die because they are asking for restructuring. They died for Biafra restoration. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, this morning, as you are waking up from your bed, I want you to begin to meditate over this issue, this point that I want to drop here, and those that have dropped already. We all are in this together. If you think that you are living in America, you are living in Europe, you are living in Asia, and you are living outside Biafra land, that you are safe, I want you to know that you are not safe. I want you to know that you are not safe because you have families down there in Biafra land. Because your parents, your brothers, your sisters are all in Biafra land. If anything happened this morning, as I'm speaking to you, you will be affected deeply. Therefore, they know that IPOB is the monster that is pushing the foundation of Nigeria to ground zero. They know. Do you guys know that these people are not even afraid of Boko Haram? Because they are aiding and abetting them. Do you people know that these people are not even afraid of the kidnappers? The ones they call the one they call Fulani herdsmen. They are not afraid of them because they are part and parcel of them. They are not even afraid of those they call bandits in the north because they instituted it. They are sponsoring them. The only organization in this place they call Nigeria that Nigeria government and the politicians in Biafra land are afraid of is IPOB. The indigenous people of Biafra is the people that they, led by Mazen Nandikan, that they are afraid of. They are using this strategy to put fear and to put misunderstanding in the struggle of Biafra restoration. I want you to know that this money is already being in circulation. The money that they have dished out, the money that they have sent out is already in circulation. Expect more problem, expect more havoc, expect more tribulation. But I know that at the end of the day, we shall win. Many coordinators are going to betray you. Many principal officers are going to betray you. Write my word one after the other and put today's date. That's on so date. Today is 30th of November 2020. That Mazi Opelezechukwu became very early in the morning, woke up and spoke about this issue. What you are seeing now caused by Uchemefo and his cohort is a child's play to what is about to happen. Remember, our leader told you all that in the next coming weeks, that a lot of things will happen that is going to be very, very tough. But I want you all to know one thing, that before God elevates you, before God places you in the right position, he will first deflate you. Before God allow you to ascend to a certain height in life, he will first bring you down. God doesn't work with population. God doesn't work with multitude. God only wants to work with those that are refined with the spirit of truthfulness. Those that have the same mind, those that understand what freedom is all about, are the people that God is looking for in this struggle. Those that will not look back, even if they put gun and bullet on their head. These are the people that God is looking for in this struggle at this point in time. Because the enemies have sent money out. Because they first and foremost set up a strategy which is hunger and starvation against our people. They first and foremost make sure that our land have been underdeveloped. Our land have been underdeveloped. We don't get a job. They don't allow us to go into the system to practice that which we studied in the universities. They impoverished us so much. The governors that we all are voting for into the power are not even caring about us. All this is just a strategy. All this is just a strategy to make sure that they control your future, to make sure that they control your stomach, to make sure that they control your mindset, to make sure that they control everything about you. Now that you are hungry, now that you cannot get a job, now that you don't even have water, running water, now that you don't even have steady power supply, now that you don't even have good roads, you are like a child left in a desert. Nobody to help you. They are not dishing money out, looking for this set of people in the movement, those that they will use to bring the movement back against 2023, because they knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only voice that is speaking for all of us. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell us, don't vote, nobody will vote. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, don't vote, nobody will vote. Now they want to bring division among us. Now they want to make sure that nobody is listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but it's not going to happen. A lot of you, we understand that all the people working in this struggle, most of them are from the riverine area. Most of them are holding key positions in this movement. But the enemies within, who have been paid, is now trying to use these lies, sowing this seed of hatred among us, trying to confuse you and convince you, saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the structure of IPOB did not include our brothers and sisters from the riverine areas. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, are you going to allow these enemies to destroy what we have built for so many years? The question is now on you to answer. The question is now on you to answer. I want each and every one of you that is listening to the sound of this voice this morning to share this program, because I believe I am speaking to people. I believe I'm speaking to people that have brain, people that are intelligent. Do not be weary. Do not be dismayed. Do not think that for not hearing the voice of that man that have brought all of us out, that it is over. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is busy doing what he knows how to do best. He is busy with his consultation. He is busy with a lot of work on the ground, making sure that everything that we need is in place to bring Biafra to fruition. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, I want you to know that the governors in the eastern region have disbursed this money. The intel says that they have disbursed this money. They are sharing this money. And because there is hunger in the land, because they have impoverished us, because they have left us hunger, they are sharing it. A lot of coordinators, those that you never believed that would betray, have received this money as I'm speaking to you right now. both in abroad and both in Biafra land. Both in abroad and both in Biafra land. Money is now being circulated because Gowon told them that they should use money to dismember this IPOB, but because that IPOB is the monster that is hitting them hard. The only monster that is capable of bringing the zoo to the ground zero, and which is working perfectly now. I am not going to take much of your time because I will be coming live again by 9:30 a.m. this morning, this Monday morning. I am going to shock you with a voice note of a prominent Reverend Father serving IPOB in America. You are going to listen to him. You are going to listen to the voice. You are going to know the truth behind the scene. What have been happening on the ground between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo. How peaceful Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. After hearing this program this morning, the one I'm speaking to you right now and the one I'm still going to do by 9 o'clock, you will know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man with pure spirit. He is a man with pure spirit. When he say he is whiter than white and whiter than snow, that word is not even qualified to be used on him. If there is something greater, if there's something bigger, if there's something more refined to use as being whiter than white and whiter than snow, we are going to we are going to apply it when we want to address Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some people are asking me, why are you too much talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are you fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or are you fighting for Biafra? I am fighting for the restoration of Biafra under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is my stand. Any other person fighting for Biafra, good and fine, go ahead and continue that. But those that are asking me if I'm fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or fighting for Biafra should ask themselves, without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will you have a voice to speak today and the world will hear you? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have set up radio station, set up television station, set up the biggest media on this planet Earth, because Radio Biafra is the biggest radio station that is listened to across the whole globe. Forget about NEM, BBC, CNN. I am telling you that governments of the world are listening. So my brothers and my sisters, this message, you must share it. This message, you must circulate it, because the intel says that this money is already being circulated. And I want to speak to all the coordinators, those that have received this money and those that are still going to receive it. The money to betray your own people. How much are you going to receive out of this money? At worst, you get 50K. Or some of you may get 100K. How long are you going to eat this 50K? It is like Nigeria politics when they want to do their election, they come and they promise you heaven and earth, then they share you 5,000 to vote for them. That 5,000 they are sharing to you is what you are going to eat for the next 4 years. Because you will not have good roads, you will not have running water, you will not have steady power supply, you will not have nothing. Not even in the hospital, you don't even have medicine in the hospital. These are the things that is happening right now on the ground. And we are going to be revealing it. We are going to be bringing it to the hearing of the whole world, because we are freedom fighters. And we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. All of you that are waiting to receive this money, and all of you that have received this money, I am asking you a question this morning. What shall it profit you to eat your future and die as a poor man? Because the money you are going to receive is like you are eating your future. Your generation to come are going to be poor. They are going to be wretched. Your children that you're going to give birth to will continue suffering the way your father suffered, and the way your mother suffered, and the way you are suffering today. The same way your great-grandparents suffered, your children that you're going to give birth to are suffering it. They will suffer it. They are using money. They are using money. They are using money to buy the mind of our people. They are putting confusion using Uche Mefo to set problem in IPOB, to make some people to begin to think the other way around, so that when they float that their 2023 agenda, people will listen to them. When they tell you that forget about IPOB, forget about Biafra, this one that is now Mazin and Uchemefo are fighting, is this how they are going to get their Biafra? This is their plan. This is their plan. This is what you are going to hear. This is exactly what you are going to hear from them. That you should come, let us put together, let us do restructuring. Because I stand here to tell you that I am not out fighting for my nation because of restructuring. All the people that have died in this struggle did not die because of restructuring. Those that gave their life did not give their life because of restructuring. Those that went to prison did not went to prison because of restructuring. They all died and went to prison because of Biafra total freedom. 100 freedom is why they have given their lives. If you are listening to me right now, wherever you are hearing my voice, I want you to share this message. Spread this message. Let the world know that money have been disbursed in IPOB. Coordinators will receive this money. They are going to come in so many ways. But because Chukwu Kabiama is our God, they will all fail. They have started showing us their colors already. Those that say that they are razor blade, they forgot that razor blade can be broken. Razor blade can be broken. If you hold razor blade at the two edge and press it together, it will break. It will break because it is a man-made. Because everything created by man must have an expiring date and must die someday. The things that God created used to die. How much more what man created? The razor blade in the IPOB said that it's going to cut deep. And all of you have seen how deep they have cut. They are cutting, 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 and cutting. But as long as I'm concerned, I know that Chukwukika Biama have put that immune in the body of man, that whenever a razor blade cuts you, it is not the medicine that you apply to it that kills it. God created that immune inside your body that heals whatever injury you have gotten, be it from razor blade or be it from any sharp object. As long as you have a cut in your body, God, before you were born, God have created you and put that immune inside your system that will heal that injury that you have gotten. If you don't understand this, please go and do your research. That it is not the medicine that you apply on the injury that you have that heals it. That medicine that you apply on it is only to prevent external germs from entering into that body. So, Uchemefo, as a razor blade that is cutting, did not acknowledge the fact that God has put immune in our body system that is healing all the cut that He's going to cut us. He has cut us enough. Now He has floated His own radio station, using it to continue to cut. And now He is trying to divide to cut the heart of those our brothers and sisters from the riverine area, telling them that they are not inclusive in the system. While He was in the system for 8 good years. 8 good years as the deputy. He did not step down for anybody from that side of the world. He did not say, I am abdicating my position as the deputy leader of indigenous people of Biafra because I want a man from Ikwere to come and take this position so that they will be inclusive. But all of you know that all these are strategies of the enemies. 2023 is fast approaching. And the 2023, Biafrans will not vote for anybody, both in Biafra land and even in the diaspora. Yes, because all we need is Biafra. All we need is our freedom, our outright freedom. I am telling each and every one of you that is listening right now, if you are a member of IPOB, we are all Biafrans in general. We are all Biafrans in general. All Biafrans in general. As long as you are from Edo, you are from part of Kogi, you are from part of Benue, You are from Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Rivers, Bayelsa, Enugu, Ebonyi, Delta, Anambra, Imo, Abia. As long as you are from all these places I mentioned, you are a Biafran by birth. And by extension, you are an indigenous person, singular. I'm talking about one person here. You are an indigenous person of Biafra. Whether you like it or you don't like it, that is how it is. And I must tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. I couldn't sleep last night because I was meditating. I was thinking about a lot until this information came to me. And I decided to wake up this morning. Before I would do anything, before I brush my mouth, before I take my bath, I must pass this information out as it is hot in my heart. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, if you hear this message and you don't circulate it, if you don't tell those brothers and sisters of yours what is happening, that our brothers are receiving money from that 600 and something million that was budgeted to fight IPOB. If you don't tell them to be very, very careful of those among us that have received this money and those that are still going to receive this money, then Chukwu Kabiyama will ask you, why did you hear this message and you did not circulate it? Because we did not come out to fight for Nigeria restructuring. The last point where they are waiting for us is restructuring. For all of you to know, the information I am passing to you this morning is authentic, 120% correct. That is their last point, because they never want us to divide. They knew that if Biafra go, that if Biafra leave this entity they call Nigeria, they knew that they are going to suffer. And that is what is going to happen to them. But the injury that these people have meted against us is too much to bear. Are we going to talk about 5.2 million people that were killed during the genocide committed against us? Are we going to talk about the people that have died since this struggle started? Are we going to talk about the 180-something people that were killed and dumped in the Zoo River under the command of Wazirike when he was the leader of Masob? Are we going to talk about that? As I'm speaking to you right now, over 300 men have been kidnapped from Iguacha, taken to the north for possible execution. And Chukwu Kabiyama revealed it to us. The problem we are having is our brothers in the struggle. The enemies are afraid of us. They cannot penetrate us if they don't have somebody within. And that is why they have disbursed this amount of money that I mentioned now. They are sharing it. They are consulting people. They are trying to use these people to put fear and to make sure that they make all of you to begin to think backwards. So that they will say, is this how Biafra is going to be? Is this how you people are going to manage the Biafra when Biafra come? Which am for fighting Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu fighting Irania. But I want to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting nobody. They are all fighting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Wait and hook up on Aside Hot Biafra TV by 9:30 a.m. this morning. You will hear what has happened within 3 weeks ago before Uchemefo came out and danced in the marketplace. It is not only my voice that you'll be hearing. I want you to begin to hear the voice of other people that are deeply rooted in the struggle, that knew what happened. The people that have come out to make peace, to settle whatever that is the rift between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Uchemefo. But yet, you will hear it in full time and see how it plays and see what happened. I don't want to go deep into it because it's a package of its own. But this morning, what I'm trying to tell you, as you are waking up this morning, as you are praying this morning, I want you to begin to meditate, to say, God, why at this point in time when our people are being massacred in large number in Iguacha, why our people are being killed in Enugu last 2 or 3 months, why is it now that Uchemefo is doing what he's doing? Because it is a well-planned, it is a well-orchestrated plan. They planned it very, very, very well. Once they start killing our people, they bring one or two confusion among us. While we are debating, talking about it, they are busy killing our people, destroying our land. As we are talking about what HMFO have committed, about what has been happening to us, we are also hitting them hard, telling the world about 300 and something people that they have kidnapped from Biafra land, taken to the north for possible execution. But when they plan in the night, God will reveal it to us in the morning. When they plan in the dark, God will reveal it to us in the daytime. Therefore, there is no kingdom that is going to stand against the kingdom of Chukwokika Biama. No kingdom, because Biafra is the kingdom of God on this planet Earth. That is why none of them want it to come to fruition. All your governors, all your ministers, all your House of Representatives, all your senators are in this game together, sharing money to IPOB members, sharing money to coordinators, sharing money to key members. Except one man that I can vouch for, Mazi Hakot Enyinia Abaribe. Chukuya Gozigi, God will bless you for Biafrans. He is not among this evil plan. I am repeating and I'm saying it again. Enyinia Abaribe is not among the ministers and the governors and the senators that are planning to bring IPOB down so that they will sell the nonsense restructuring garbage to us. We are not in for any restructuring. Wait for this word and mark this. Save this broadcast. I want you to save it. Because when they have tried, or what you are seeing now, what you are seeing happening in IPOB is their last battle. Let me tell you people the secret and the truth. What you see happening now in IPOB is their last battle. When they are done fighting this battle and fail, and notice that Chukwokika Biama is indeed in charge of this movement, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only man that these people trusted, they will come back to say, okay, let us restructure Nigeria. They themselves, the governors, the ministers, they will say, let us restructure Nigeria. Let us restructure. This is what they're going to say. They will say, let us restructure Nigeria. And by then, some of you that are believing that because of problem in IPOB that HMFO is causing here and there and other members, that it is good. Okay, he says since we cannot get Biafra, let us restructure Nigeria then, so that we'll be able to be. But I want to tell you that restructure that they are going to ask for is a mirage restructuring. A mirage restructuring, because that restructuring cannot hold any waters. We cannot even accept it, because it was on restructuring that Ojukwu went to Aburi. Ojukwu went to Aburi for the sake of restructuring. Then what happened? He came back and Gowon said no, that is not going to happen. And what happened? When the agreement that was reached in Aburi was not carried out, Ojukwu said, if this is what it is, then it's better I go with my people. Then they declared war against us. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, I love you people from the depth of my heart and with the last pint of my blood. That is why I abandoned money making. I abandoned everything I'm doing, and I am doing what I am doing right now. I am fighting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that our future generation receive a better life. I'm doing what I'm doing this morning because I want each and every one of us to live in a land where we will have security, adequate security, in a land where you can come out and be proud to showcase what talent God has given to you, in a land where you come out and when you look up to the heaven, you will say, Chukwokika Biama, I thank you for bringing somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into this world. Because we are going to build a heaven on earth in Biafra. They knew that we have the potentials to build a kingdom on this planet Earth. I am not talking about crude oil here. I am not talking about gold and diamond here. I'm not talking about platinum here. Neither am I talking about any other material things. I am talking about natural human resources that was deposited into you that is listening to this voice as a Biafran. I'm talking about that natural human resources that is deposited into myself that is speaking to you now, that they have marched on, they have stampeded on, they have closed, they have used a very thick rug, very dark, thick rug to cover it up. They don't want it to showcase. Have you surprised? Are you surprised that whenever an Igbo man open a shop, an Hausa man open a shop, or a Yoruba man open a shop, the Igbo man excel? They end up calling him a ritualist. Have you understand that? Have you asked yourself why it's happening? Why do people say that Igbos are ritualists? Why? The ritual that we are performing is in our brain. If we are ritualists, it is the ritual that God has put into the brain of an average Biafran. That is why a 16-year-old boy was able to build radio, called Radio Mbise, 16 years old, so many years. Where is the boy today? A 16-year-old boy, 16 years. Where is him today? The dream was killed. That is the ritual that people say we are doing. The natural mineral resources. The natural resources, not mineral. The natural resources that God have deposited into each and every one of all Biafrans. That is why a girl of 16 years also used urine to generate electricity. Whatever I'm saying here now, you can go to Google and search for it and see it. Her name happened to be Papando Akeze. Papando Akeze. Go and see it. Search for it. You will see it. It is the brain of a common Biafran that is making people to be jealous of us. And when we open our business, because that blessing that God has said, that upon this nation, I shall lift them up, I shall bless them once they come back to me and confess their sin. But it is meant for those that were called by my name. He is talking about Chibuike, he's talking about Chukwuma, he's talking about Onyema Chukwu, he's talking about Onyemechi, it is talking about Chikaena Ario. That a girl of 16 years used urine to generate power, a Biafran. At the same time, a girl of 15 years, the youngest pilot on this planet Earth, is a Biafran. Kimberly Anyadike, go and search for her on internet. Type Kimberly Anyadike if you are listening to this, to my voice this morning. Kimberly Anyadike, the youngest pilot on Earth. She flew an aeroplane. She is not a white girl. She is a Biafran. These are the potentials. These are the potentials, the quality that Chukwu Kabiama deposited into us. I'm not talking about crude oil. I'm not talking about material things. I'm not talking about gold and diamond here. I am talking about the brain of a common Biafran that we are going to use to develop a nation that the world will see and they will marvel. I am speaking to you because I could not sleep. I am speaking to you because I was meditating. I was thinking. I was imagining a lot of things. Then this information came. I wake up and say, I'm going to talk to my people. I'm going to speak to my people. Because if I don't pass this information to you, Chukwu Kabiam will ask me, why didn't you pass this information to my people? The first black man that built an automobile, motor car, was a Biafran. Ezekiel Izuogo. The name of the car is Z600. We will keep repeating it and telling people, those that have not heard it before are going to hear it. It's a Biafran with his brain, not with crude oil, not with gold, not with diamond money. Zamfara is now selling gold to federal government, and the gold belongs to them. We want to sell our own brain that God gave to us. Then they don't want us to sell it. What happened to Ezekiel Izuogo factory? Destroyed by Nigerian military. Destroyed by Nigerian military. They destroyed it because they don't want him to excel. Because they don't want him to come out and showcase that quality that Chukwu Kabema have deposited into him as a Biafran. Because they want to keep stampeding upon us. They want to make sure that they impoverish us. They want to make sure that we are not seeing the light of the day. Which one will I say and which one wouldn't I? The man that built the fastest computer on this planet Earth is a Biafran. He's a calculus. He's known as a calculus. Philip Emagwali from Onitsha in Anambra State. He designed the fastest computer on this planet Earth. He's known as a calculus. The brightest brain. Is a Biafran of Igbo extraction. Bill Gates himself called him father of internet. Bill Gates calls him father of internet. I'm talking about a Biafran. This is people who are using the potentials, the brain that God gave to them. Not crude oil money, not importing oil, exporting crude oil from Nigeria and importing petrol from Niger Republic. No. Not selling gold of 500 billion to federal government that was gotten from land in Zamfara. No. I am talking about people that use the quality, the potential that God deposited in them to make something and change the world and write their history in the book of world record. What are we talking about? Where will I start and where will I stop? You don't know the quality that you are made of. And now they are trying to use money to buy you off, to make you begin to talk against IPOB, to make you begin to think backward, to make you not to begin to believe what we are doing, knowing fully well that this is the only option we have to have our nation restored, so that all this brain, all this finest brain will come out and we'll build our own nation by ourselves. Are you aware that the palm fruit that was taken here by Malaysian government was taken from Biafra land? And today they are the highest export of palm oil. They are even using it to build roads. Are you listening to me? Are you reasoning at all? And the only way we can see ourselves making use of this, our natural God gift, to build a nation is only when you support this struggle and will fight and get Biafra restored, so that we can write the history of our life with our hands, handling our pen. They cannot even do anything for us. They cannot even include us in their government. They cannot even build roads for us. They cannot even make. They cannot even help to see that we develop our regions. No, they cannot. But I want you to know that together we can make it, because together we can make it. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, wherever you are listening right now, if you did not share this particular message, telling the world what the government is doing, not about to do in our land, then you are not a Biafran. If you're a lover of freedom, you must share this message. If you're a friend of Biafra, you must share this message. Make it go viral. Let the world know that that money that they have disbursed is now playing the part. But I must tell you that God is working in a miraculous way. In a miraculous way. It's a miracle working God. Yes. Sometimes God allows certain things to happen so that he will take his glory. Because all these people that are going out of the IPOB now are the weeds. They are the chaff. We need to separate them from the crop. We need to separate them from the crop. And God is helping us. Guys, just imagine that Uchemefo have 100% knowledge of the security cycle in this struggle. And what happened now just happened. And the enemy have gotten him. Just imagine what will happen. Mona wanem jera apiriego ifa jonare rani Mona wanem jera wanne pota n'ụzọre wanne mụ na nwanne m jeela agha akpịli ego ihe mefọmela anyị Ae muna nwanne jelaga mefọpụta n'ụzọ le nwanne. People have died because of this struggle, and which Mefo have betrayed us. People have died in this struggle because of which Mefo command and control. And today he is nowhere to be found in the same IPOB that he gives orders. Today he is on his own radio station fighting Mazen Nandekano, castigating the IPOB movement. But I want to tell you people something. We are the choosing generation of Chukwu Kabiam. The choosing children of God. I am so bad, but I have to control my emotion. I have to control my emotion. I have to control my emotion. Our people that are on the ground are suffering. They are being kidnapped. They are being killed. Mefo is not talking about it. At MNA, Mefo knew what happened to our people, and he must tell us what happened to our people in MNA, in Enugu State. Ose yi kentonya na alosi. Ebukari alosi na bennia of your life. Why are we people so callous, so wicked that people have died and people are dying and they are kidnapping people on the ground? What you can do is to come out and begin to talk rubbish. This morning, I am going to play a clip that will shock every one of you that listen to this program this morning. Hook up with me on my platform. I see the hot Biafra TV. Like the page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because Facebook is funny. The reason why I'm giving you all this option is because they cannot get us and they cannot stop us from moving forward. I see the hot Biafra TV on YouTube. Subscribe to it, like my page. I see the hot Biafra TV on Facebook. Like Radio Biafra, London too. If you are not there, put yourself there. If you are not on Biafra TV, go there and like the page. These are the platforms where you are going to get all these messages. But for this morning, I will allow another person that knows more secrets, the things that has happened, to speak to you guys. You will listen to him. And after listening to him, it's a recorded anyways, then you will be able to judge and balance the equation. I love you people, and I appreciate each and every one of you that is going to share this program, and those of you that are working assiduously to make sure that Biafra is restored in our lifetime. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever you are, may Chukwu Okike bịa amapụrụ m ihe niile. Eze nọ n'eluigwe ọgọdị ya na-akpụ n'ana, nna ndị nna gọzie gị, chewekwa gị, n'ihi na ndị na-agba mgba erika na Uche Mefo. No single policeman have ever been seen in Uche Mefo's house in Abatete. No single army have been seen at Uche Mefo's house in Abatete. Uche Mefo is the deputy leader of indigenous people of Biafra. No police harassment in his community, no police harassment in his house. Police did not kill his father, police did not kill his mother. Army did not kill his father, Army did not kill his mother. But look at Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. They wanted him dead because he is working assiduously to make sure that Biafra is restored. They burnt his house down. They killed people in his house. They killed people in his house because he is working for Biafra to be restored, defending IPOB here and there. Why is there no attack on Mefo from the Nigeria police and army? Why? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every now and then, army and police are parading in his house. They killed his father, they killed the mother, they killed his sister, they killed 28 men in his house. They are still going after him. Why haven't they mentioned Mefo as the deputy? Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in the prison, Mefo was there giving command to the world, to IPOB worldwide. Why? Have you asked yourself this question? I am going to leave you to begin to meditate, to ask yourself, why haven't Uche Mefo gotten any attack from Nigeria government since he was the deputy of this movement? Not single one. Not even half. Before I go again, I want you people to know that before he's trying to pave way for him to return to Nigeria, he is trying to pave way for him to return to Nigeria, and his brother is cutting the deal with him because I've gotten his paper. Now he wants to come back to Nigeria. Yes, that is what is happening. Write it. And if Mefo finish with the deal he have with the government, if he come here, no police harassment, no army, no nothing. But I'm telling him that the blood of the people that have died under his command when Mazi was inside the prison, and even when Mazi disappeared, when we didn't see Mazi for 1 year, Uche Mefo was the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra for 3 years. The 1 year that our leader was not seen, and the 2 years that he was in the prison, put them together, 3 years. Out of these 8 years, Uche Mefo lead this movement for 3 years. Another these 3 years, no attack on him from the government. Under these 3 years, no attack from him in his community. Under these 3 years, he did not lost anything. But under these years, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have lost everything. Before you judge, before you pass your judgment, I want you to ask yourself this question. And as you do so, may Chukwu Okike bless all of you. Ae muna nwannem jeraga abidego ihe Mefo mela anyị. Ae muna nwannem jeraga Uche Mefo were egore nwanne. Ona ego were anyị. Good morning, Biafrans, and wait for 9 o'clock. 9:30, I will be live again to speak to you. May God bless you. I love you all. Thank you. I remain your brother Mazo Oleze Chukwu Bikem. Day one. Yagazie.